Welcome back to Dakota Planet Student Spotlight.
I'm Isabella.
I'm Logan, and this is episode 46, and we're here with...
Everett Andersen.
What grade are you in, Everett?
11th.
So, how's school been going for you?
Mediocre.
What do you mean mediocre? Why is it
Well,
mediocre?
It would be going good if it weren't for Algebra 2.
Yeah, I remember algebra was not fun.
I barely passed Algebra 1. Now I got to do it again, so I'm sure you can imagine how that's going.
Yeah, probably not the best.
No.
How do you think the school year's been going so far, like, as a whole?
Homecoming was fun. Still waiting for the swim season because that's the only sport that actually matters. Like, who actually goes to the football games?
Only a whole student section of people, right?
Yeah, it's like 3.
Really? I've never been to one except for the homecoming game, so I wouldn't know how many.
I mean, I think the homecoming game is probably the most memorable, so yeah.
Yeah, that was a joke. There's actually a lot of people that go to those.
Yeah.
So what would you say is like your favorite class in school in school this year?
Favorite class? I'm taking AP World 2 years late. It's definitely more difficult than the regular history classes. Definitely more of a workload, but you get a lot of information. We're doing stuff about the Mongols and all. You don't want to mess with those guys. They did some not school appropriate stuff to their enemies.
That sounds interesting. Interesting.
What's the quotes? Not a history person?
No.
No.
Are you involved with like any clubs or activities, or going to be?
Well, again, swim coming up in winter. Other than that, nothing like with the school. I lift on my own time and I go to church on my own time. But yeah, it's not really with the school, so.
So what would you say out of this year is the best thing that happened in school so far?
Like for the school as a whole?
Yeah, or just like in your experience or whatever.
It's still pretty early in the year, so there's a lot that could happen. Nothing super bad has happened, so I guess that's good. I mean, homecoming.
It's a good sign, right?
Homecoming was fun.
Yeah.
I liked it better than last year. I think that's more of like a me thing than.
Why do you think it's better than last year?
I'm just a little bit more out there of a person, so I think it wasn't like too much better or worse than last year. It's just I had a different experience this time around.
I feel like the people who hang around and the people like friend groups you have help you come out of your shell a lot, and they get you out of the house. So I feel like it's good to have those groups, and like I feel like it's good to be out there as a person because you can experience more things that you never would.
Yeah.
What are you got any future plans for college, anything like that?
So I don't really have the funds for like big university. I know I want to study in history. I'm probably gonna end up over at Macomb. I actually want to come back and teach here. I think that would be cool. If that doesn't work out, I think coaching for swim or maybe being a personal trainer would be a good option. I really just like sharing information on stuff I'm interested on, so like history and like athletics. I just like talking about it, teaching people about it. So
Yeah.
That's kind of why I want to teach that stuff specifically. If they try to stick me with a job teaching math, though, I'm not taking the job. 'Cause, like,
Who adds letters to math? Like, come on, dude.
I know. And now we're doing something called imaginary numbers. It's like they're not
Like
even
they're
trying to
supposed
hide
to
it
be
anymore.
imaginary, right?
They're not even trying to hide it anymore. It's all
Exactly.
made
I
up.
know exactly. I remember that was not fun. It was not fun.
I just want, honestly, I just want to pass at this point, which is, I'm barely passing right now.
Oh, I mean, you just gotta stick with it, man. All right, so we're going on 5 minutes here. So, as a usual thing we like to do, it's a tradition on Student Spotlights, always to ask, do you got any piece of information or piece of advice that you'd like to give to other students around school?
Advice. Try to get some sleep, especially to the freshmen. Like 6 to 8 hours goes a long way in so many regards. For athletes, you'll notice a boost in performance, but even just for like non-athletic people, your mind will run better. You'll just feel better like all the time. Trying to rely on energy drinks or coffee, that's not good for you, and you'll just end up crashing anyways. Sleep is just
The most
it's
important
great.
thing. Yeah.
Like
I feel that because a lot of times sometimes I'll miss like sleep schedules and I'll wake up in the morning and it's like I can't function.
I know. I know this because at times I can be a bit of a hypocrite. So that's why I know. Get your sleep.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you, Everett, and yeah.